Hey guys, welcome back for another video, and today we are reviewing this Yeezy Boost 350 V2 in the mono clay colorway. We're going to talk about the background, the sizing, the fit, the materials, and the price point of this sneaker. Karl Lisondra here, and this is all about sneakers. Now, before anything else, if you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe to this channel. Give this video a like, comment down below for any sneaker suggestion that you wanted to feature in this channel, and ring the bell for you to be notified. You can also share this to your friends or your Facebook account so that we can create more videos like this. We are on our way in reaching 1,000 subscribers, so help me out guys so that we can get that partnership program with YouTube. And then after that, of course, once we get a partnership program, we're gonna get monetized, and once we get monetized, we can buy more stickers. And when we bought more stickers, that's the time that we can do different kinds of reviews or more reviews with this sticker channel that we had. So, you know, help me out guys. Thanks so much. Maraming salamat. And outside YouTube, you can also find me in Instagram as Classic World, and in my Facebook page, Karl Lisondra, for more sneaker content. So without further ado, we can get started with the sneaker review. So this is the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 in the mono clay colorway. Here in the Philippines, they released this last June 12, and they actually released this one from Commonwealth, Adidas Online, Adidas PH, or the in-store release, and then they also released this one in Soul Academy. For some reason, I wasn't able to join any of those raffles like I usually do, except for the new mechanics of the Adidas Online release. Back then, Adidas Online is releasing Yeezys with a waiting room where you have to log in few minutes before the release, and then Adidas will put you with something like a waiting room, and then the system will randomly pick a user, and then if you were able to get through that waiting room, you have to be as quick as you can so that you can check out, so you can cop a pair. So that's how it usually works with Adidas or the Yeezy releases here in the Philippines. But this time, they had this what they call Adidas app exclusive release, where you have to join like a raffle, and then it will require an Adidas account and a credit or debit card, because I think there will be a deposit like 50 pesos if I'm not mistaken, and then they will just charge you the full amount or cost of this sneaker, which is 13,000 pesos when you get a win. And if you took an L, you will just be getting a refund out of that 50 pesos. And I think that's a really good one. It's a really good mechanics to prevent or limits the bots that usual people are doing to get multiple pairs for every Yeezys. And it will really end up being with the hands of the end users, or the people who are really going to use this specific sneaker or Yeezy. This Yeezy in my hand is actually a regional release, so another batch of regional release of Yeezys that we got again. So this is for the Asia Pacific region. We got the mono clay. However, in the US or Latin America, they got the mono ice, which is a blue colored Yeezy mono right there. And then for the EMEA, Europe, Middle East, they got the mono mist colorway, which is more of a brownish color compared to this one. To be honest, I don't really care which one we will be getting, and to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the mono pack or any of those colorways, so I'm fine with this ending up being for the Asia Pacific region. It's just kind of different this time, and we're still glad and thankful that this is something that we got for a retail price. The retail price of this Yeezy is 13,000 pesos or $220 US, and then the official colorway is actually mono clay. Now let's talk about one of the most interesting part of this review. We're gonna talk about the materials of this specific silhouette or colorway. Even though this one is called the Yeezy 350 V2, still, there are actually different iterations or design or changes from the previous or the original ones of the V2s or 350 silhouette. So the first iteration, I would say, is like a prime knit with a loud stripe on the side. You're gonna see it with the OGs like the Belugas, the red stripe, the Oreos, the olives. So those are the OGs or the first iteration of Yeezys. The second one is still prime knit, but it's more of a plain prime knit that was used on the upper, where you can find in the triple white or the cream whites, the breads for example, sesames, batters, and then the other plain colored Yeezys. Now the third iteration will be, or will start with, the static colorway, whereas it's still using like a prime knit in the upper, but they have this translucent see-through in the stripe or the side of the sneaker. So you have it in the static, the cloud whites probably, the citrine, the glow in the dark, so on and so forth. And then we got this fourth iteration or another design of the V2s, which is the mono clay colorway. So as I have mentioned, this is actually the fourth iteration, which is the monopack colorways of Yeezy. So this is the monoclay, and then they actually changed the upper from using PrimeKnit, since the original ones or the previous iteration or designs, they use this what they called monofilament mesh in the upper. So you have that more like a see-through designed mesh that was used in the upper, and then you have that underlay, which is like a skeleton or an alien-like design, which is very common with Yeezy's design right there. And then you also have that stripe in the lateral side, which is in bright orange color. And then I think here on the middle or the upper part, you're gonna see that reverse stitching, which is you can find underneath, and then something that you can just you cannot just find here in the upper part or outside of the upper. Another thing that I noticed here is actually the laces of the Yeezy right here. So this one still uses like a round laces for Yeezys. However, they have something like an outer layer, more of a snake skin like layer that they use here. They also have here that pull tab, which a lot of people really loves it every T50B2, but for me it doesn't really matter. It's fine if they put it here, and it is fine if we don't have here. Pretty easy. When it comes to the outsole or the midsole of the sneaker, there is really not much difference. It's like the other typical Yeezy T50V2s. You have the boost right there, and that semi-translucent midsole that was used in here. Now, another interesting part when it comes to the Yeezy is that when we actually check the midsole, or the insole rather, like this one, you are going to see that the size tag that is typically on the side of the sneaker, this part usually, and then this one you have it here on the outsole. Now, one problem that I can see here is that over time, for example, when people use this, there are chances that this will get removed when you continually use the Yeezy or the sneaker, and then it will be hard for someone, if for example you will be selling this, it will be hard for them to legit check if you lose this size tag right there. So just one note, and it is still understandable because this is something you cannot put on the side of the sneaker anymore, because again, they use a transparent material. So I don't think this is something that you can just put in here. So yeah, I guess it is what it is when it comes to this monopack. One more thing I noticed is that even though you can see like more of an orange design mesh right here, when you take a look inside, there is another layer of mesh which is color white. And then the problem here though is it might get yellowed over time, just like the other icy materials that are being used with every sneaker. So it's really hard to preserve this kind of condition or color for the monopacks. Now let's get to the sizing and the comfort of this sneaker. When it comes to the sizing, I would say you just have to go the same sizing in the previous T50V2. There are not really that much of changes when it comes to this one. So you have to go half size up or full size up if you are a wide footed. So mine was 8.5 for every Yeezy T50V2, so I still go 8.5 for this one, and it fits really nice. However, I think since there are difference now, or the changes in the upper part of the sneaker, before they are using PrimeKnit, but this time they use this monofilament mesh, which is not that stretchable compared to the PrimeKnit. Though it's still comfortable because it has a boost in it. There are not much changes when it comes to the fit. However, that stretchability in the PrimeKnit, because for me the comfort is not always about the sole of the sneaker. It also a combination of the sole and even the upper part of the sneaker. I love how the stretchable, or how the PrimeKnit is stretchable as they usually are with the previous releases, but for this one it's really hard to stretch or to move your feet, for example, when it's inside the sneaker. So it's not that, again, stretchable, or it's not that comfortable for me in the upper, since they use a different material this time. Now let's talk about the price point of the sneaker. To be honest, I'm not really that sure on how this one will perform in the market, in the secondary market after some time. But what I can say now is that the retail of this one is 13,000 pesos, or $220 US, but the current resale is just around 16,000 pesos. Just an average resale value for a Yeezy. So I think if you will give this one like 2 years, probably the base sizes will still go better, or will perform better in the secondary market compared to the bigger sizes, like 7 and below will perform better, I guess. And though I don't think this is something that is worth an investment, so if you want to, you can try that, but I don't think this is something that will perform well in the market. So you can buy now as long as it's that low as of this time, but again, this is still Yeezy. It might still go up after 1 to 2 years. So yep, that's gonna be it for the price point. Now that we talk about almost everything, now's the easy part. I think we can just put this sneaker on feet. Let's go. Alright, well, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed that on-fit shots, and I hope that you were able to learn something out of this review. And I hope I was able to help you if this is something you will be getting for a personal pair. Now, I think it's time for me to decide and rate this sneaker 1 out of 10. If you will be asking me, of course, I'll probably be giving this sneaker 5 out of 10. So, to be honest, I don't really like this one, and I'm not a fan of this. And the main reason is actually the changes that they did in the upper. For me, the Yeezy T50 V2, being a fan of it, it's not always about the comfort when it comes to the sole, but the upper part adds a huge value when it comes to the comfort, or how people really loves this classic silhouette of Yeezy. Changing this from a stretchable and a more breathable material in the upper, I think it really changes the game, or really changes how the silhouette performs on feet when you tried it on. So yeah, that's gonna be it, or that's gonna be actually my main reason why I don't like this sneaker. Plus, this specific colorway is not for me. I think it's too loud if I will be rocking this one for a personal pair. So I guess I will just be selling this one after this review. So again, that's just a personal preference, or that's a personal opinion from me. And then I would love to hear from you. What do you think about this sneaker? If this is a cop, this is a drop, or this is something you're still planning to flip. So let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. But before we end this video, of course, I'd like to invite everyone again, if you're not yet subscribed, to subscribe to this channel. Give this video a like, comment down below for any sneaker suggestion that you want to feature in this channel, and you can also share it to your friends and ring the bell for you to be notified. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting. Karl Lisondra here, and we'll see you on the next one.